So believe it or not, we do have other sneaker news happening, but because these undefeated fours, they're literally shutting everything down. We're going to touch on the now confirmed sneakers app drop, what they're saying about potentially your last chance to be able to get your hands on this Jordan brand Grail coming up later this month. But before we touch on that, let's take a moment to appreciate this release based off this image right here. Let's just say Jordan brand undefeated. They did this one right. These joints are absolutely beautiful. This is for all the OGs who used to be on Nike Talk forums back in the day, arguing, fighting over sneakers. And even before that, this is the release which nobody thought would happen. But here in 2025, we actually got these joints back, which is absolutely crazy. As far as the big release, reported stock numbers were supposed to be in the 6 figures. We had the big Monday EQL raffle, which we did get the results on Friday. You had the various in-store pop-ups, which this clip is a look at what took place at the LA pop-up, just the amount of people in line trying to get their hands on these right here, which is absolutely insane. Now, I don't know what the LA weather is looking like, but let's say if this was here in Florida, just based off the heat outside, how hot it is, I don't think a lot of people would have came home alive, but salute to everybody, man, that was able to secure their pair for the in-store pop-ups. And then we had Saturday's final big drop via Undefeated, the one which I asked you guys how it went down. Most people said it was botted out. You know, the site was glitching. There was a whole bunch of shenanigans. You know, the normal expectations for an overhyped drop like that. It seems like Undefeated just left the leftover scraps for Saturday's release for the botters and the scalpers. And most of the stock allocation went for the in-store pop-ups as well as the EQL raffle. So in my opinion, I feel like that was the right way to do it. Of course, you know, everybody didn't have success on this drop. Not everybody was able to hit, but it seems like for the most part, like people were saying that when you talk about that EQL raffle, they were like, I thought I had no chance. I just entered and surprisingly hit. There was also people saying that like they never hit on hype raffles or EQL drops, and they had success on this drop. So I got to give them props for, you know, all the success on the EQL drop and everything like that. So with all that cute kumbaya shit out the way, this is the moment for everybody that, you know, took L's. This is your chance to get in the comments, give the big middle fingers for everybody that had success on the drop and you missed out on it. Because when you take a look at these prices, like on StockX, like these prices are absolutely diabolical. Like in my men's size 10 and a half, these joints are going for above $500. I'm seeing other sizes looking crazy. They weren't as bad as the $1,000 plus before, but like ain't nobody trying to pay these type of prices for a sneaker which retails at $230. Like, why would I pay $600 for a pair of sneakers like this when I could get some Jordan 1 bricks right now? I could get like 6 pairs of those for one of these Undefeateds. Plus, let's not forget about these craft olive joints right here. Look, them joints are going for under retail. And if you look close enough, like, look, boom, boom. Can anybody really spot the difference like that? I mean, throw some orange laces in here and call it a day and you're straight. But nah, let's not get it twisted. Everybody wants the real deal. The Undefeateds go crazy. Good Nike Air on the back of these right here. Just a crazy little update, man. That Papa Orange sets these off. They did these right, man. Like, just look how good these are, man. They go crazy. So with that being said, you know, if you took the L, it's understandable to be salty. Everybody wants what they can't have. But remember, at the end of the day, there will be other great releases coming out this year. I know if this is the one that you've been dying for, I understand if you want to pay that resale ticket. But my suggestion would be to wait. As far as the raffle results, everybody that had success, Undefeated did confirm that them pairs will be shipping out the latest by the 29th. So I guess some people's orders will arrive earlier than others, but as far as these resale prices, like these gotta come down because ain't nobody trying to pay $600 for a sneaker like this. Remember, you guys already know I always advocate not to pay resale. I understand in some cases, you know, you may want to, but bro, like these prices, nah. These are absolutely ridiculous. Like you can actually grab something else, pair of Air Force Ones. You don't need no $600 Undefeateds, but it is what it is. Now, as for the people that were able to grab these joints, like, what do y'all think about them? Like, are you satisfied with your purchase? You gotta first immediately, right off the rip, take out them black laces and throw the orange joints in there. This dude, he put Undefeateds are easily more wearable than Nigels, but quality on Nigels are better. So what do y'all think about the quality on these joints right here? I mean, based off the images, I feel like they look nice, but people did give them Nigels a whole bunch of compliments. And you know, at the end of the day, they're always gonna get a lot of comparisons based off the fact that they're two of Jordan Brand's most hype collaborations this year, and they're both on a pair of Jordan 4s. So when you talk about this drop right here, you got the people, you know, that are OG purists from the Nike Talk and Beyond days that were looking to get these, that never thought that they would come out And now in 2025, they've returned. You got the hype beast, which they only care about resale prices. And because these have skyrocketed, you know, they're obsessed with them. They're rocking with them. And then, of course, you got the sneaker purists, you know, the ones that are never satisfied, that always want to raid on everybody's parade. You know, we like to call them the gatekeepers. So such as like this dude right here, Ben Baller, which he put, I'd rather rock my OG undefeated fours, just like trying to shit on everybody. They got the 2025 versions, which like, that's cool, bro. Like, you know, you got a whole bunch of scuffs on your dusty old 2005 pair, and you know, we could care less about these dudes. They got a whole bunch of bread, a whole bunch of sneakers right here, and they're OGs. Because at the end of the day, like, come on, people. At the end of the day, like, come on, like, these joints go crazy. Like, come on now. Let's see what some people said. This dude put, you haven't owned those for years. This picture done rounds around the time they were doing Nike Talk pics. You got money, bro, we get it. It doesn't hit the same, laugh my ass off. Exactly, I feel like that's how most people say. This is the same thing with the whole Travis Scott conversation. So you got your OG purists, you know what I'm saying, trying to flex on everybody, the gatekeepers that have the original pair. You got the hype beasts, and then the people that just love this sneaker right here, which I can't really be mad. You got all different type of people. But the cool thing is, it's bringing everybody together to appreciate this release. And now that we look back on things, while the Nigels were huge, the Union 1s were huge, we even had pairs like the Black Metallic 5s, the Reimagines, but it kind of feels like this one had the most excitement, you know, surrounding the drop. So as far as the now confirmed release, it looks like Complex, Jordan Brand representatives have reached out to Complex to confirm that the 28th will be your last chance via the sneakers app. So let's see exactly what Complex is talking about. They put, Complex has confirmed with Jordan Brand and Undefeated that the 4 is launching exclusively through Undefeated channels on August 2nd. Additionally, a targeted opportunity for dedicated sneakers members will come later this month. Launch details are subject to vary by region. So I guess the 28th date hasn't been confirmed, but that's pretty much the date that's already been out there, and all of the major blogs are sticking to it. So I would mark my calendars for the 28th. Now, as they say here, a targeted opportunity for dedicated sneakers members. That's where it kind of gets suspicious, right? Because the first thing that comes to mind, people would say like exclusive access, which would make sense. That's just like how we saw the Union 1s release. But when you talk about exclusive access, like that's BS, because it feels like you have to meet a certain criteria. They'll probably be like those people that took a L on like blah, 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 which always seems to be a bunch of BS, right? So it feels like the same people always get blessed with exclusive access. For the people that get it, they're happy, but for the people that miss out, of course, they're gonna be mad about it, right? But then when you think about it, a large opportunity for dedicated sneakers members, maybe it could be a sneakers link like we saw with them SB Jordan 4s, right? So maybe you should be following people closely connected to the Undefeated brand. Maybe they'll hit us with a link on the day of the drop or something like that. We'll have to wait on that. But your best bet is to always, of course, you know, follow all the major sneaker blogs. Kicks Finder, they seem to be real cool. You can follow Eldon Monitors. When these drop, trust me, just be aware on the 28th. And they'll let you know. So as far as what stock's looking like and all that, we won't know. They reported these were in the 6 figures. If you want to believe that, you can or not. It just feels like based off the success from the raffle, so many people took W's. But then, of course, you know, it's not everybody. So for the people that won, they feel like there was enough pairs to go around. For the people that took an L, they always feel like there wasn't enough to go around. But that's pretty much what to look forward to when we talk about this Undefeated drop. But I just want to congratulate everybody that has success on the drop, and a lot of conversations. When will it end? What will the resale prices go down to? Because right now, these are ridiculous. My guess is, you know, as people start to get their pairs in more and more, we'll continue to see that joint drop. So drop your resale predictions. Let me know if you guys had success on this drop. My bad, had success on the drop. And if you took the L, you know, you can go ahead and get mad. You know, voice your opinions in the comment section. So JATV, just trying to give you guys an oversight, everything that's happening, all the conversations surrounding these Undefeated 4s. And then hopefully, you know, we can move on to the next sneaker. So salute, guys. Drop your feedback. I'll catch y'all next time. If you enjoyed the update, smash the like button, JATV. I'll check in with y'all soon. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out. Love.
out.